I'm Darlene.
I'm Gene.
We're the Roaming Retirees, and in today's video, we're going to be visiting Iguazu Falls, both the Argentina side and the Brazil side, and we're going to let you know if we have a personal favorite.
And currently we are running about 2 to 3 weeks ahead of our videos that you're going to see today. And so if you want to know where we are, you can follow us on Instagram.
All right, so let's get to it. So when we got to Iguazu Falls, we actually had a reservation at one hotel. We showed up and it wasn't exactly what we were expecting. So we took a break. We went to dinner. We left our luggage at the hotel and we walked down to a restaurant that was not too far from our hotel. And when we got to that restaurant, there was a beautiful lodge that restaurant was part of. And we ended up checking into that place and went and got our luggage and left the other place.
That place was fantastic.
It was beautiful. So we're gonna put a recommendation. It's called the Iguazu Jungle Resort. And it was beautiful.
It had 2 pools, had a restaurant.
Had a hot tub, it had game tables, pool, ping pong,
Had a swim-up bar.
Yeah, it had a swim-up bar that was really nice. Not a continental, had a full buffet breakfast. And a beautiful restaurant that had a full-service restaurant there.
And then out on the balcony in the back, there was a waterfall and you could see the river.
Yeah, that was our personal view from our balcony.
Yeah, and it was just
And the rooms were great, and we loved the bathroom. Because it had a big, huge jacuzzi tub, and it had a big walk-in shower. So.
And you think with all that stuff being included, it would be very expensive, but it was about...
It was the same price.
Almost the exact same price as the one.
As the dumpy one that we originally booked.
Yeah.
But we went back, we checked out of that one, and then we checked into this one, and we were very happy with our decision.
So the Iguazu Jungle Resort is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, and we are going to have a link for you below. And then we stayed there, and then the next day we left and went straight to, as a matter of fact, the hotel arranged our ride. And we got to Iguazu Falls National Park
on the
Argentinian side. And that was a great driver. He took us right to the front. He made arrangements for our pickup. And then we got there and the whole process was easy. I mean, buying our tickets, you don't have to make reservations ahead. You can just go right up to the counter, buy your tickets. The tickets, I believe, were $32 US for us to enter the park. And the hours are 8:30 to 4 is the last entry, I believe, in this park. They close at 6. And we actually, when we got there, it's kind of like a big open area once you go through the gate. And then inside that area, if you keep walking forward, you're gonna see like more people sitting kind of at a desk, a big giant desk.
Yeah, and that's where you get your ticket for the train.
Yeah, and then they have
you
a
most
train.
Definitely want to get that as you're walking through, because it is timed. You have a time.
It's time stamped.
Schedule to get on the train,
and it's car. They have reserved the car that you're going in also. So they're like A, B, C, D, and you can be 11 o'clock car B. You know, so they will call you literally by the time and the car number to get in line. So you want to make sure you get there and get that kind of right away, because we had to wait like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know,
some people choose not to do that. They choose to just walk up to the second train station. It's really not that far of a walk, but for us, we had heard that it gets very hot up at the top when you're walking out to the Devil's Throat. And so we decided to do that earlier in the morning, and we're glad we did, because once you got up there, there's not a lot of shade,
no.
and it gets pretty hot.
It does get hot up there, and it's, you know, how long is that walk? It was like one half mile each way, just that trail to the Devil's Throat. So
so you're walking.
You're walking, and it's pretty much out in the
crossing
open.
Rivers. As we were crossing the river, we saw these big, huge catfish.
Oh yeah, they were huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you just see them swimming down there in the water. And,
yeah, they were right under our feet.
Yeah,
so that was actually kind of cool. And we saw like a
there was a blue heron
out there.
I believe, and
Yeah.
just some other birds that are around there. Some of the birds that we had in Florida. So
Yeah. So anyway, it was a nice walk, but it did get hot because that's the least shaded part of the whole park.
yeah,
You know, so it's literally you're walking out on, and their metal grate bridge. So you're walking out on this metal grate bridge and no trees, you know.
yeah.
So anyway, and then on our walk out there, we also did see the Cotamundis. Is that what they're called? Cotamundis?
Cody's.
Cody's? Yeah. And so we saw a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And there are clear signs that say, don't touch, don't pet. And it shows, you know, on the sign a picture of a person with a scratch on their face, and it's like, you know, Cody's can have diseases and all these warnings, and yet people were petting them and doing all this.
Yeah, they're still out there, and we saw a couple of them get in a fight over something. So
Yeah, 2 of them were fighting over food.
yeah.
So just don't pet, you know, honor the park rules. Don't pet the animals. They're wild
they are
animals.
wild animals.
So anyway, and then we saw that crested jay. He
Yeah.
was beautiful. He had like a big bright yellow chest and just really beautiful. But anyway, we enjoyed that. And then we got out to the Devil's Throat, and that was incredible. That's the highest point of the falls. It sits at 269 feet high. And it is powerful.
Yeah, there's a big lookout area out there.
There's quite a few viewing points.
Yeah.
And
So if you just go kind of wait your turn and squeeze your way in, and you are going to get wet.
oh, we got very wet. And we packed an extra shirt and a pair of socks, and we were kind of prepared for like, okay, we can go change when we get done. But you know, it was really so hot, and by the time we left and we started walking the path back, I mean, you were dry by the time you got to the end of
for the most part, yeah.
end
you
of
were
the
dry.
trail. I mean, so I actually found it a little bit refreshing to have that.
Cool off. But
So-
about the falls were, you could feel the power.
The water.
It was just amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen a waterfall like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I know this is the largest waterfall in the world. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But until you see it and experience it, you just don't understand how powerful and big.
When you hear it and you feel it.
Yeah. I mean, you can actually feel the power of the water.
Yeah. It's quite amazing.
Yeah. And then there's points there that when we were walking and you're going across and you're seeing, because there's how many falls is there? 275 total waterfall drops. That's all part of this one falls. So when you're walking along, you're seeing all kinds of falls. It's like there's falls and falls and falls and falls. And some of them are extremely powerful, but nothing compared to Devil's Throat.
Yeah, Devil's Throat is the main attraction.
That is the main, yeah. And it is just phenomenal. So as you'll see in these videos, and really our videos don't do it justice. I mean, you just can't capture it in a video. But anyway, so then throughout the park, you do walk, the whole park on the Argentina side is the metal graded elevated walkways. And then some of them are on like a one-way. So when you read about it, you'll read that it's all elevated. It's all metal grade. You're not walking on concrete. The only place you're doing concrete is when you get back where the restaurants are and things like that. But the walkways themselves are all on these metal grade walkways. So it's actually very nice to walk on.
Yeah.
You know, it's smooth, and you don't feel like you're gonna slip and fall anywhere, and it's just really, really nice to walk on. And then On the Devil's Throat section, it's pretty flat too. They didn't have a lot of hills or anything that you had to, that was challenging.
You're just out, you're pretty much walking across the river.
Right.
You know, elevated above the river, and it's not really super flowing fast, but you are walking out across the river to get out.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's so wide.
Yeah.
But
it's really nice.
And then after we completed that circle, or that, not circle, that was like a trail up and then a trail back. As soon as we completed that, we headed to the Superior Circuit, which is called the Upper Circuit. That one you catch the train from Devil's Throat to the middle upper circuit train station, which is the middle station.
Yeah.
And that one is a 1.5 mile loop. And so that one you'll start at the one point and you'll do the big loop and you'll end up back where you started. And we did that loop. There was a lot of wildlife. I mean, not wildlife, but nature on that one. That one was a lot of waterfalls, trees, birds.
Yeah.
You know, we saw egret out there.
Yeah, just little creeks and stuff like that you're walking over. And
it was really pretty, but that one does have more hills. It does have some stairs. It has, you know, it has a little bit of variance in its elevation. And it has a lot of waterfalls and streams and just, it's a really pretty nature walk. But it's not a hard walk. That one, that one is, even though it's 1.5 mile loop, it was very doable, very doable. And then when we finished and completed that loop, we came back and then we stopped for lunch. For us, it's like lunch/dinner because by that time it's in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And so we stopped at the El Forte Cataratas Buffet. And we ended up spending about $76 US. Now that was high for what you would normally have to spend for the buffet. But Gene and I decided to go all in. Yeah. And so we paid for the buffet, we paid for extra drinks, we paid for they have you could either add or not add, they have a barbecue bar. So we kind of said,
we added that.
Yeah, we added it. We just said, give it all to us because we didn't know what we wanted.
And plus it was an air conditioned building, so it was nice to sit down and cool off a bit. Because it was a very hot day.
Yeah, here we're out there and it's like 90 degrees. So it was really hot. And so yeah, it was great. We got to relax for a while, cool off, had clean bathrooms, you know. So for us, it was a win-win-win all the way around. So we would recommend it. The food was good, you know, and it was just a perfect stop for us. We took about an hour and 15 minutes there.
Yeah. And then we headed out on the lower loop.
The lower circuit. That was the third stop or whatever. That one was it's the middle stop still. It just connects on the other side of the restaurant.
It's just a different loop. Yeah.
Right. And that one is approximately 1.8 miles.
But that one it's kind of steep. It's got some stairs on it and stuff like that. Some hills you have to go up.
Yeah.
So
there was that one
it's
section.
A little more strenuous than the other one.
That was the one. Remember, it had that one steep stair thing for me. I was looking at it like, oh my gosh, you know. But you know, I did it. I'm a trooper. But if you do have mobility issues, this part would be not probably for you. But anyway, it starts off. It's got this cute little ornamental lighthouse at the head of the trail. Yes. And it's really not a real lighthouse. I don't know what it's there for, but it looks decorative, you know, to me.
Yeah.
And this portion of the trail had some really spectacular views. This one, you are literally standing on these metal grate paths, but they're going across, and underneath you is the falls falling, you know, and it's like massive amounts of water just falling below you. So it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. You don't see as many falls on that one, but the ones you do see, they're quite impressive.
Well, and you do see a lot of falls across.
Yeah.
They're not
up close. Pretty much anywhere you are in the park, you're going to see waterfalls if you look out.
Yeah. but these, going across them was pretty awesome for me. I just felt the power of this water, and it was kind of like, yeah, you wouldn't want to get caught in that at all. And then we kind of went across
I was so hot that day, I didn't mind getting in.
a little wet, not in one of those falls. Those falls were like beyond powerful. But anyway, and then we were also going across this one area where there was this cliff, and this big black vulture flew up and landed on the edge of the cliff, and then he kind of hopped over to where there was a little water puddle, and he started drinking water. And I'm filming it, going, right there he is. And
yeah,
you know, if that little path wouldn't have been kind of closer to that cliff edge, we would have never gotten that experience, you know, because he was right there. He was very close.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah. So anyway, and what would you say we walked that day? I think our tracker said we walked like 6.5 miles the whole day.
Yeah, it was 6.5 miles and what, 13 floors of elevation change?
Well, I think it said 11 flights of stairs.
Or 11 flights of stairs, something like that.
So basically, so we did a lot of walking and a lot of going uphill, you know, but it was really, really, I mean, worth every step, and I loved it. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of my favorite places. It was just spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of waterfalls. We've traveled a lot. We've gone all over the U.S.
There's no waterfalls.
I've never
like
seen
that.
waterfalls like this.
Seen.
Well, this is the largest waterfall in the world, so no, we haven't seen anything like this before. So anyway, but after that long, hot day, we had to go back to our hotel. We went straight to our room, changed into our swimsuits. We were both so hot, and we headed straight to the pool. And we swam up to that little swam up bar and ordered ourselves a little cold drink and just enjoyed the swimming pool, didn't we?
Yeah, and that was really nice and really refreshing.
It was a really great way to end our first day, our first full day.
Yeah.
And then the second day we did the Brazil side. And the Brazil side, we do have some things to talk about, because when we applied for our visa, you know, it says we're from US, so we had to apply for our visa 90 days ahead is what they tell you. So we applied for our visa, and we kept getting rejected. And not rejected because of the visa itself, rejected because of our photos.
Yeah.
And we had gone down and we had gotten professional passport photos taken to submit for the visas. And we kept submitting them, we kept changing, tweaking, you know, I kept doing all kinds of things trying to get these visas approved. One of the complaints was my bangs were in my eyes. Well, I wear bangs. And my passport itself, I have bangs. So I'm thinking, well, my passport that I have has bangs, and I wear bangs.
Yeah,
And what am I
but we
supposed
actually had to go and get new photos for her with her hair pulled back.
I did go get a new photo, but I didn't end up using it. I got the original photo with the bang. I bought the new photo and I have the new photo. But they accepted mine because I wrote them a letter, and they accepted mine. I wrote them an email and said, I don't understand. My passport has bangs. This is how I wear my hair. I have bangs. And so I ended up getting a response back that said they would look into it. And then next thing, I got my passport or my visa approved. But his kept getting rejected, and his got rejected more than mine. Mine got rejected 3 or 4 times. His was rejected like 7 or 8 times, and I couldn't figure out why his was rejected. I kept trying to they said the background wasn't white enough, and that he had too much shine on his face, and there was all kinds of little complaints. And finally, I had to write them again. And I said, I don't understand what I need to do. I have tweaked this picture I don't know how many times and resubmitted and resubmitted and resubmitted, and you guys keep rejecting it. So once again, they told me, okay, we'll check into it. And next thing you know, after I wrote them is when they finally approved it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they were looking for or whatever, but we were already we had applied for the visas before, but we were already traveling by this time, and we were starting to get worried because I think we were in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we still don't have his visa. So I'm joking, going, okay, well, honey, I'll send you pictures until you got how the falls look from the Brazil side. Because we were like, I wouldn't really leave it, but it was like kind of like, well, we're getting close. We're only a week away from having to be there, and still no visas.
Yeah. So give yourself plenty of time if you're going to get a visa or you need one.
Right. And then we ended up. The other thing we had to do was we had to print those visas out. You have to take 2 copies with your passport to the border. And so we went and found a print shop, and they printed them out for us. So we had our 2 copies. And when we got to and it's $80 if you're a U.S. citizen, it's $80 per visa application. So they printed the copies, we took them to the border, and everything went fine, went smooth.
Yeah.
But it was sure a hassle. So if you are planning on coming from the U.S. especially, or any place really, just make sure you have time for your visa, because we had that snag, and it was really, kind of stressful at the end, because it was literally a week from our going before your visa finally came through. But anyway.
We got it, we headed out, and then when you're driving, you're crossing the border going into Brazil, the driver just pulled up and he told us there's a little booth or office right there on the end. You have to go in, you walk in, you show them your passport and show them your visa, and they put a stamp on it and send you on your way. It took all of about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was easy.
And then we were on our way off to the falls.
And then we got to the falls, and that was easy as well. We got there, and there's a bunch of kiosks off to the left side, and we walked over to the kiosks. We couldn't read them because they weren't in English. Somebody came up and helped us, and we got our tickets.
Everybody is just so helpful.
Yeah, everywhere we've gone so far.
Everybody. All over Argentina, Brazil, everybody tries to help you.
Yeah, everybody was helpful. So we got our tickets, and then once you go through the gates there, you have to walk to the buses. They have these big charter buses, and you get on a bus, and they take you about a 15-minute drive to the falls. And you'll get to this really beautiful pink hotel, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's gorgeous. Yeah. And then you get off there, and then they have what they call the waterfall trail. And that trail is it's about 1.2 miles long, it says. So we walk that trail, and it's a one-way trail. You don't go any direction but the same direction. So everybody's going the same direction. And that trail, I think, for me, that one had a lot of hills, and it was a lot of stairs and a lot of ups and downs. And that one had an elevation change of 347 feet. So, you were really climbing up and down. And we did forget to mention that the tickets into the park were $47 US per person.
Yeah.
And the hours of operation were 9:30 to 4. So watch the hours there, because they do close a little earlier than the Argentina side. But anyway, so when you get to the Brazil side, you walk that trail. There are a couple of little stops. You can stop and take pictures, and they have like little lookouts and stuff. And
where Argentina was all pretty much the grades and stuff, this was all concrete, right?
Yeah, it was concrete.
Yeah. But it was perfectly fine to walk on.
Oh, yeah.
It was good. It's a nice trail.
Mm-hmm. And then when we got to the end, what they call the end of the trail, then you walk way out on this long platform, and then you are in front of the falls. In front of the big waterfall there, and it is you're gonna get wet again, but it's not soaking wet like we were the day before, but you're getting a heavy mist.
Yeah, heavily misty.
And that one was that one was really beautiful too, because on one side of the viewing area, you're watching some falls go down under you. But on the other side, you have the falls in front of you, like here, and they're just coming down and going under you, under the viewing area, and then down another drop.
Yeah.
So it was just gorgeous again.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't emphasize enough how beautiful this is. But anyway, and then after you leave that viewing area, you walk back over, there's a building there with a tower. You walk over to the tower and you have to hike up these massive amounts of stairs. I don't know, for me it was massive. I don't do stairs. So we went up a lot of stairs. We get up to the platform where the tower is. You go get in line, and that takes you into an elevator, which takes you way up. So you have a literal panoramic, unobstructed view of the waterfalls.
Yeah.
And that was really beautiful.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty much the end of
that's the end of that falls trail.
Yeah.
And that also, if you're a person with mobility issues and you want to see that panoramic, you can. You don't have to worry about that rough little ups and downs trail. You can actually go around the other side, and there's a parking spot, a parking lot area there, and you can actually go right up into that and like catch the elevator and take it up. Yeah.
Area there.
Yeah.
People.
So anyway, and then then we went back to the hotel that night. No, we left there and we went to the bird park.
Yes.
Ah, yes, the bird park.
That was short. Yeah. So what was that called?
The Parque Das Aves, or Parque Das Aves bird park. Anyway, and it was.
Yeah, it has like 900 birds in there and stuff, and I mean it has every kind of.
It's mostly from Brazil. The birds are mostly from Brazil. There's 150 species of birds. They say they have over 900 birds, like Jean just said. And they have all these big, giant, free-roaming cages for the birds, so they can just fly around and hop around and run around wherever they want. And you go in in their space. Yeah. And so they have like the double doors, you go in and wait and then you go back in. But that place was spectacular. Yeah. I have always dreamed of seeing a toucan in person. I've never seen one. And I got to see my first toucan, and he was like this close to me. It was so great. I mean, I didn't touch him or anything.
There was a lot of them in there, yeah.
You just kind of have to hunch over and stand next to him and take a picture. So I thought that was great. But there was flamingos and parrots and macaw. What do they call those? Macaws or macaws or macaws? Anyway, there was not just birds in there too. There was caiman, iguanas, snakes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was all kinds of things. And then they had a whole butterfly exhibit.
Yeah.
So.
And there was tons of butterflies in there, really pretty.
And it was the same thing. You can just go in and be with the butterflies.
Yeah.
So this park was actually way bigger than we thought.
Yeah, when we originally walked in there, we thought, it'd take, maybe a half hour to go through?
Maybe, an hour.
Yeah, maybe an hour.
But we were there.
It was way longer.
2 or 3 hours.
It was a really good one.
Yeah, it was a very, very good, and we loved how it was very, very nicely done for all the birds, because they were just free. I mean, they had huge areas, and they were free. So, I mean, I know they're caged, but they were kind of not caged, because their homing areas were so big.
Yeah.
And there were several birds with, like, their natural habitat. They would be with other birds that would be with them.
The same. Yeah, they had some tortoises in there too. And stuff walking around.
So we really enjoyed that park, and we allowed ourselves whatever time we needed. And then when we were done, we just walked out, and our Uber guy, we had arranged for him to come, and
he came to pick us up. But when you do come out of the park, there is other things to do there too, because there was a big aquarium there that I saw, but we did not go to that. You could get a helicopter ride from there and go see the falls from the air, and they take you out. You can get boat rides. That one I believe is in the park.
Yeah, they have boat rides, and they had some kind of zip lining thing where you can rappel down in front of some falls. So they had all kinds of things there to do.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't do any of those things. So
No,
anyway,
we just went to the bird park.
yeah, we just went to the. Well, we went to the falls and the bird park.
Yeah,
and,
but
you know,
it was a very nice day. It was really good.
It was a very nice day, and the traffic coming back was very long. So be prepared to wait, because coming back from Brazil into Argentina,
you have to cross the border.
we have to.
and
Well,
go back.
yeah, and the car traffic. It wasn't getting. We came in, we went. You know, it went back in, got stamped again. That part was easy. It was getting in the car and driving back across the border, and that was such a long wait.
Yeah.
I think we sat in that line for almost an hour. And then there's a bridge as you're crossing. As soon as you get on top of that bridge, our driver stopped for me because I wanted to get out. Because in that bridge, you could see Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina. So from that bridge, you can literally turn behind you, in front of you, you know.
Yeah.
And so he got out so that I could take some video and pictures, that I could see 3 countries at once, you know. So
Yeah.
anyway, just a super nice driver. And then we went back to the hotel and swam in the pool some more.
Yeah, back to the pool.
Back to the pool. So anyway, our recommendation of going to which park is our favorite? We don't have a favorite.
No.
We really don't.
They're both uniquely different from one another, but they're both very impressive, and
Yeah.
they're really amazing.
We
So,
couldn't pick a favorite. We were
so
just like, we love them
My
both.
suggestion, if you're going all that way, see them both.
Yep, if you can, if it's possible, see them both. Because we just could not, when we were trying to decide, okay, do we have a favorite? We really didn't have a favorite, and that is the honest to goodness truth. We love both sides for different reasons. They each offered something unique, and I couldn't say that I had a favorite side. So anyway, that's all we got for now.
Yeah.
We're
So-
actually, the next video we're going to be doing will be in Cordoba, Argentina. Well, we spent a week in Cordoba, and so we're going to be talking all about that.
Yep. And so watch for our next video. Give us a like and subscribe. And we'll see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.